So this is the testimony that we had to tell y'all. Within the night of us driving, I'm just trying to think of it because it has been a whole week already.
Yeah,
and
it's been
kind of a couple days, but it was like it's close to a week because we drive in and we're gonna end up getting back home and it's gonna be a week.
Right.
But yeah, all I know is that the enemy is definitely running rampant right now because it is a new year. So I was driving that night, and most of our family members already know this. I was driving. I had the cruise control on, but we are in a new vehicle. We are not in our own vehicle. So with that being said, I tried to cancel the cruise control and made a mistake and hit a few buttons, and we ended up sliding off of the bridge. Thank God it wasn't a cliff, but we ended up sliding off of a bridge.
Like, y'all know the
ramp, not a bridge.
Y'all know the like the exit ramps, but it's not like the little one, like you just getting off on the side street.
Yeah.
But like you on the highway and you traveling, so the ramps are like
it's literally coming quick.
Long,
it's coming quick.
And it's
so I was going about
connecting to another highway.
Yeah, I was going about 85 or so, and then when I tried to slow down, I wasn't able to. Kind of panicked, and then we ended up sliding over into the grass and everything. Yeah. And the first thing we had to do is just start playing our praise music right afterwards.
It was wild how we slid off, y'all, because we didn't just slide off. We spin around, and then y'all know, if y'all know ramps, then y'all know like the poles with the yellow arrows
in close distance
with the yellow and black arrows, and they have like they're right next to each other. They're gotta be maybe 6 feet apart from each other. Yeah. So it's like you got the poles aligned following the ramp, and then you got us spinning through. When I tell y'all this is nothing but God, the way that we spent through the poles, we didn't hit nothing. All we had to do was get a car wash.
We weren't injured or anything.
The car was full of mud,
danger, none of that.
All we had to do was get a car wash.
Just know that you are secure, you are protected, and you are provided when you are God's child. When you are a child of the King, when God is literally your healer, when He is your source, then there's nothing that the enemy or his minions or his legions or whatever you want to call them can do.
Demons. Or
even what they try to do.
Let me tell y'all my side of the story.
You will always come out prosperous.
Let me tell y'all my side of the story.
Always.
Because I'm driving here in this very moment. This is today's time. Yeah. It is the 3rd at 3:52 p.m. So, y'all, I'm driving, and mind you, on the side of me, it's a semi and another car.
She got in front of me. So she got to look good.
Down to that. But in front of me, it's a car in front of me, and then it's a car behind me. Well, it turns out the car behind me was a so-called undercover state trooper, and he so-called clocked me in and called me in to another state trooper that was sitting on the grass a couple miles before. So he said before he got to the other car. So, because if I was going so fast as they say I was, mind y'all, I've been driving for 8 years. I ain't never had a ticket in my life. I know how to drive. I'm a careful driver, and I'm also good at what I do. Okay, and don't mean to be so highly speaking of myself, but I just know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But here, so if you so-called see me going so fast, why you ain't pull me over?
Exactly.
If you're a state trooper, undercover or not, if I'm going so fast and completing so many laws, what is it?
Laws.
Yeah. Then
regulations.
Then why not pull me over when you had the chance to? So before, I didn't know. Obviously, y'all, I had no clue it was a state trooper behind me. Obviously, he's undercover. So there's a state trooper in the grass in the middle island of the highway, and I noticed him about 1.5 miles, or maybe even like a mile, or maybe even a half mile. I'm not sure. I want to say it was 1 mile though, y'all.
Exactly.
I noticed him ahead of time, and so I'm like, I checked my dash instantly because I'm like, oh, let me make sure I'm not going too fast, because mind you, I'm behind somebody in the passing lane. There's a semi on the side of me. There's a car behind us, which is the state trooper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, well, let me see how fast I'm going. At that time, I was going about 93, 90. So I'm like, okay, so let me start slowing down. So I started to brake. By the time I got to him, I made sure I looked down to see what my number was to make sure he don't knock me for something else just in case, right? So I looked down, it said, I want to say it said 89, but it might even be 88. But them are two numbers that I remember in my head.
Either way.
Right. So as I'm passing by the state trooper, he's still sitting there. The car in front of me starts to get to the right. So I'm like, okay, like, why they getting over this weird, like, okay, whatever. So I get over with them because I'm like, what they getting over for? So I'm like, I get behind them. At that point, now the semi is behind me, and then they are in front of me. But the car that was behind me was still going in the passing lane. Yeah. So I look back in the rearview mirror, and I see them turn out. And so I'm like, oh, okay, maybe the guy, like people in front of me, maybe they caught them or whatever. So I'm like, I'm still over to the right lane, so just in case they taking them over, I'm out the way. Turns out it's me they pulling over. And he gets to the window, and he like, yeah, so, you know, do you know how fast you were going? I'm like, yeah, like 89, 88. And he like, no, well, I have you back here at 93. I'm like, there's no way, because I know the number I seen when I looked down specifically. You know what I'm saying? And he like, oh, well, you know, this is what I have, and I had a undercover state trooper call you in a while back, and they were saying you were going a bit fast and told me to look out for you. So I'm like, okay, bro, like, y'all being weird. You know what I'm saying? Off the bat, I'm like, bro, y'all being weird. It's no way you pull me over before you pull the person in front of me over. Yeah. So if I'm going this so-called 93, that means the car in front of me going way faster than you. You see what I'm saying? If I'm right behind them, there's no way. It's no way. And so I'm like, you sure? I tell him, I'm like, you sure you didn't catch the car in front of me this time before you caught me? Because I was going 88, 89. And I made for sure that I looked down to see what I was going before I even got to you. And he's like, oh, well, no, I did notice you were braking when you were in front of me, though, when you got to me. I'm like, yeah, I was. I don't have to lie about that. I was braking. There was a car in front of me, a car behind me, and a semi on the side of me. Yes, I was braking.
That's logic.
And obviously, if I'm in the passing lane, passing by like the other two cars were, I'm going faster than the speed limit naturally because I'm trying to get past. So I'm trying to get like where the whole misconfusion is. So then he tells me, well, I need you to get out for me so that I can run your paperwork. I'm like, get out?
Lazy.
We on the highway. Why am I getting out?
Lazy.
Why am I getting out this car, sir? I have not committed this much of a crime to where I need to get out the car.
Slouchy and lazy.
You see what I'm saying? So then I'm like, no, I'm not getting out. What I need to get out for? He like, well, I need you to, you know, get out because it's going to make it easier for me so I don't have to go back and forth just in case I need any other information. I'm like, but ain't that your job? Why do I need to get out the car? Like, make the logic because it's not. So I'm like, okay, if I got to get out, can my husband come with me? Because, you know, you ain't supposed to be trusting these folks.
I was getting out.
So I'm like, because we somewhere we ain't never been before. Then he got the nerve as soon as we get out, he trying to have this small talk. Like, we do not care about what you're saying, sir. We're not here to have small talk. I don't know you, don't want to know you, don't care. I'm trying to keep going because you know where I'm from. You see it on my ID. So why are you playing with me?
Weirdos, man.
Then we at the car, I'm outside the window talking to him. I'm like, yeah, like, do you have any proof that you knocked my car for 93?
Lo and behold, dog didn't have no proof.
He had no proof, and y'all, when I tell you, I kept asking this man questions, and he had no answers to them. He steady beating around the bush, going around and around and around in circles, not answering the questions that I'm asking him.
Man.
Then tell me, yeah, if you want to appeal this, you will have to come back to this court to do it.
I'm not coming back. No.
You know I'm not from here. You could have gave me many other options. But whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it is a business, it's a dead deal. It is what it is. Like, we done with that. It's dead and over. But we all know. Yeah. The ones who know exactly why I got pulled over and there wasn't a person in front of me because they was white.
It's that melanin.
We know exactly why he gave me a ticket because I was black. You see what I'm saying? Because my skin is brown. I have to be at fault for 3 other cars. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's foul.
Watermelon is a dangerous weapon.
It's a dangerous weapon. It scares them so.
They are afraid of
It
us.
scares them so, and it's sad.
We don't even have to open our mouths. All we have to do is just have our demeanor. All we have to do is just walk around, and people just scared. It's like demons. They just tremble. They just tremble. They be like, oh man, here comes the black people.
And the first thing he talked about, where you guys coming from? We got the
Here
car.
comes the African Americans.
I'm not about to talk to you.
We're humans, man. Like, everybody
Like, what
is
in
a
the world?
human.
We're not having a conversation here. What are you doing?
And we also have the discernment of who is God's child and who isn't.
And who isn't? And he knew he was wrong, y'all. He couldn't even look me in my eyes. Take them glasses off.
He was probably cockeyed.
Because it's not that
He
sunny.
probably was cockeyed. I think he was cockeyed.
It's not that sunny, sir.
He probably had 1 hour right here and 1 hour right here. He was going crazy.
I'm like, bro, you think you're a man with that gun in your hand?
He gonna be a man without it. For real.
Like,
But to wrap up everything,
the devil is
just
at work,
get ready
y'all.
for this year, y'all.
The devil is at work. We are at war.
We've been
And
at war.
stand ground,
You have to be a
Stand
warrior.
ground.
You have to be in the army of the Lord. You got to stand on big business.
But to be children
Stand
of God, y'all, lately we have
Stand
truly been attacked by the devil. Like, he is really trying to crumble us. He is trying to take us into pieces. He's trying to devour us. But baby, God won't have it because God work harder. He's never on break. He ain't never resting his
He works smarter too.
That part. My God knows exactly what I need when I need it, so he's always going to be there no matter what, as he was when he saved our life in the midst of that time when we flew off that ramp. Y'all know exactly what we did. As soon as we caught to glimpse of what was going on and we sat still, we praised. And we prayed and we worshiped. And guess what? The devil was confused. Looking
And we
dumb.
still had an amazing vacation.
Exactly. And now we're still going to get home safe and sound. Because I know for sure
People really
when I
have
looked
to
at that
watch
dash, it
how
said 89,
they handle
88.
God's children. They
Like
want
I
to play
said,
it crazy.
the car in front of me.
They want to
But
play
it
it crazy,
said-
but we will play them at their own game.
Okay.
Sir, if you are looking at this, hopefully it's on your feed and the Holy Spirit touches you, stop eating those donuts. Because ain't no way we had to get out that car. I've never
Right.
got on no car for real. Unless it was something
It's
terrible.
got to be something crazy for them taking you out the car.
I don't care how many donuts you done ate, how many sodas you done drank, or nothing.
And y'all,
Do your
mind
job.
y'all, he tell us, I tell him,
Do
I
your
say,
job.
why do we
That's
got
all
to
you
get out the
gotta
car?
do.
Why do I need to get out the car specifically?
Weird.
He's like, oh, well, because it'll make it easier for me not having
So I don't have to go back
He's
and
talking
forth.
about, so I don't have to go back and forth to get your
What are
information.
you talking about?
Mind y'all, the whole time we outside his window, he asked us
What?
for 2 things. He asked for my phone number, and then he asked for one other thing. But these are things that he could have got easily at that one time and take it back and do your paperwork. So why you made me get out of the car, sir? Because you just want to over-abuse your authority? I could, girl, let's watch your job.
We probably need to stop this video before she starts going crazy.
No, look, because I'm like, bro, for real. I don't care about your job. You want to abuse your authority. I didn't have to get out the car for that, sir. And you knew it. But you know how they love to play games, bro. Love to play games. Look,
And
right
we
there it
ain't
said 84. And one passing by, they be like, you're going 102.
We
So
not
you just
gonna have
making
to
up
do
numbers.
nothing. We not gonna have to do nothing because the battle is already won. God got it.
Bro, you just making up
God
numbers.
got it.
I have no proof.
What a lot of people don't understand is that God has the power and the ability to close down all the donut shops that he goes to.
Oh my goodness.
The coffee shops, the beverage spots, all that
Yo,
stuff.
He's just trying to make me laugh.
The
'cause it did
cheeseburger
make me
restaurants,
mad, you know what I'm
everything.
saying?
Like,
Because right is
God
right and
literally
wrong
has
is wrong.
the ability to say, you know what? No more. Eat carrots and lettuce and celery.
Yo, he just trying to make
And
me
get
laugh.
your life in order. And then also, when you see them on YouTube, comment and say, you know what? I done lost weight. I really done lost weight, y'all. I really apologize. I was just too fat. I really wasn't even able to talk to y'all for real because my arteries is clogged. That's just what it is. But, hey, we love y'all. In closing, you got anything else to say to them?
I love y'all. Y'all stay focused out here. Don't let the devil think he got you. Because he ain't never going to win a battle between my God.
Never.
My God is already, the victory is already in his. He's already won.
Y'all heard it here first. Deuces.